Hello, everyone, and welcome to the season 2 of Blood and Sand. This wonderfully old D&D campaign from several months ago, which had taken a hiatus because the DM had started pulling his hair out. We are now back. We are currently in the what could only be described as ruins of Duskhaven after a very heavy assault by the forces of Guan Chi. White dragons were involved, and many a cannon fire in from Rothaven's naval forces. The party fought mostly in the main center of city, engaging trolls, Skaven who rose up from the depths, and many another vile amalgamation of a creature. Eventually, they were victorious after the leader of the invasion through a portal which appeared in the sky and is still kept somewhat afloat and open. A pit lord had been summoned through, Balrog, which then proceeded to fight the party and then fight the resident lord of Duskhaven in Galgarond. The two clashed, dealt a very heavy amount of damage to each other, and now Galgarond is on hands and knees, exhausted in the middle of the town square. And on top of this, there are still other characters here at present. There is the Archdruid Scylla and Merok Firesoul. There has been a lot of battle. There are some waning now sounds of battle still emanating throughout the city, and a lot of confusion and disarray. So, with that, let's throw it right to the players. What do you guys do?
Is everybody still in one piece?
More or less.
God.
Still me.
Oh God, that's worse. Is it still happening? What's going on? Is the fight over?
Maybe. Is there still a fire?
Currently, it is nighttime, and throughout this battle, there has been a heavy rainstorm.
Oh, that's fortunate.
So, any fires that have been lit have been quenched. Thankfully.
I think
Is
I'll.
it,
I think I'll.
any of the NPCs dead? Trying to remember back to the last session. We've got
None
Merok
of
and we've
the
got Scylla.
none of the none of the NPCs that were fighting alongside you have fallen.
Yeah.
They've used a lot of spells, so some of them have been battered up. Scylla is currently in an earth elemental form. And whilst they're okay, Galgrond is very, very rough. The battle sounds are quieting, and all around you there are knights and soldiers and guardsmen that are just mounted on top of each other, mounted on top of Skaven bodies. The battle was utterly brutal.
I'm going to find my way to the nearest rooftop and I'm going to see if I can start a rallying chant of victory. Something
You can
along the
certainly
lines
try.
of "Hoorah!" I think will go well.
Oh God, what is he doing?
Okay, so
It's good
I
for
give him a
morale.
lift up.
Really, don't encourage him.
so would you like to? So what did you say, Buckley?
I'm gonna have using my boots and just give him a lift up.
Okay, you saved from making an athletics check. I tried to climb this two-story roof. Yep.
Not a rogue.
I got athletics at the butt.
Okay, so you climb up to the top of one of the barn, which was pretty nearby, which is this building, which is where Galgorn immediately earlier stomped through and has pretty much wrecked it. There are still some remnants of the roof here. If you would like to get up on top of it, it is probably one of the higher points.
Yes. Yeah, I'm going to stand at the top of there. I'm just going to look out to all the men that are around. I'm just going to start trying to start a rallying chant of victory. See if we can inspire some people to smile in the face of victory, bite all the death. Hi, Dal.
There are.
Aru! Aru! Aru!
Okay, make a persuasion check.
Ooh,
Oh
first
god.
roll of the night.
First roll.
First roll of the season.
Yeah, first roll of the new season.
Check.
Don't fuck it up.
Yeah, 1.
I only get a +4 in that, so it's not even. It's not great. It's not gonna be. Oh, sorry, I rolled that with advantage.
Well, the 15.
Well, it would have been
15.
15. Needless to say, the few soldiers that are here are harried, are exhausted, badly beaten, or you can tell very sickly from disease or from some affliction caused by the Skaven, and they're currently being drenched. So, what was a dismal "Are we still alive?" has now just been mustered up. You see a few people are just trying to arc their backs up. Some are lifting up each other, kind of thing, to stand together. Spears are being held as more of a walking staff for some, to even just keep upright. But those that are around do pull up to your attention as you are doing this. As you are shouting out "Haru, Haru," and a thunderbolt strikes behind you, basically just brightening up your image of you and Buckley.
It goes behind him, but hits me. It's like,
Fortunately,
hoorah, hoorah.
Well, he's dead.
Does it
see,
actually?
it's a proper
You want-
fight because he
Yeah, sure. Why
died
not?
again. That's how it classifies.
You watch as Buckley behind you is jumping up and down. Yay! Yay!
Because I have just my metal lance. It's just acting as a lightning bolt.
Oh my god.
You watch as Buckley's. I'm actually gonna roll this.
And
You
now
may, you may actually die.
Now his mustache looks more like bloody Wario's.
You take 26 points of lightning damage as you boom, 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 boom off the thing, now stunned and land face first, 2 stories down. So that's gonna be another 2d6.
Starting this one off well.
Yeah, 31 total as you go. Yeah! Boom, 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 boom. You boom.
Yeah, I just watched this and I just sort of say it would be very much Buckley's style to die after the fight is finished.
I'm gonna slide down off the roof and go and join him. I think I've got no lift down there.
Yeah, you struggle your way down. Make an athletics check just to pull down. This is a slippery, wooden roof, so it's not all that good. But even then, you just manage to catch wherever you would slip. You manage to brace your feet just enough, dig heels in, down, 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 and you kick yourself off just at the last moment to be able to get your momentum back, catching your foot. And you look over as Buckley is kind of wrapped himself over, a leg sprung up in the air. With
It
the
kind of looks like a dab.
You are currently paralyzed in the dabbing stand.
Gracefully done. Now then, should we chase after the Skaven?
I don't know if that's necessarily a good idea. I think quite a few people are tapped out. Shimmer,
I was gonna-
how are you doing?
I am technically alive.
Only technically. Right.
Also, I ask Alistair, do you look over in Shimmer's direction, bearing in mind you still have your true sight eyes currently from the Raven?
I do, yes.
Okay, I need you to join me in DM Whispers.
What?
Already.
Also, do we not have the
Whispering, right?
padders coming?
No word from him. No word from him. So he was warned. He might be busy. He's going abroad soon.
That's it.
Ian did technically walk off at the end of the fight, though.
Right.
Well, yeah, this is interesting, having a whisper right at the very start. What are you hiding, Shimmer?
What you buying, stranger?
Yeah. Is everybody actually, like, okay, HP-wise? Nobody's got, like, any illness? Because I know that Grunt did until I gave her some of my potion, which got rid of it.
I think I was pretty well off.
Well, you're a monk, so you don't get diseases.
Well, I was at the point where I didn't get disease, yeah.
So where do we go from here?
Yes, that is the question.
Because I mean, I can see the logic of chasing after the Ratmen, but I don't know whether that's advisable in case we encounter bad stuff.
Like, say, a white dragon again,
Yeah, well,
in our current state.
yeah, well, that ran away. Because I'm perfectly fine because I don't have spells or like abilities that I need long rests for. I just rely on my HP. But you know, you're
And
probably
that's people who can, actually do damage.
yeah.
Need
You're-
a rest every now and then.
You're fairly tapped out of spells, I believe. You've probably not got
Yeah,
many key points left. Or HP.
I think I have like 1 or 2 first level spells, and that's it.
Not good.
Yeah, I'm about ready for a nap.
At least you look healthier than Galgaron. Oh dear. We should probably go check on him.
I'm actually in fairly good. I'm actually not that bad that I remember.
You managed to
I
stay
didn't,
at a
I didn't
distance.
actually get in. Yeah.
Yeah. Much like me, like I was in the thick of it, but thanks to my dodge stuff, I actually didn't really take much damage at all.
Not to mention I had the healer behind me.
That's true. So you're probably okay HP wise, just not
Yeah.
spells wise. Yeah, we should probably go check on the big guy. He looks really hurt.
Yeah, I'll just crawl myself over with the staff, or my
I think
my
Alistair said
lance.
he was going to help you up.
just carving a path through the fucking
Oh
ground.
my god. It's probably mostly mud at this point. I doubt most of
Yeah.
the stonework has survived. This is a
Yeah.
very long whisper.
If you guys would like to hear about our technically unsponsored sponsor, Game Tea, they like us for whatever reason.
Yeah.
Okay,
So-
so
Hi.
with this
Hey, finally,
knowledge,
back.
so with this knowledge, Alistair,
That was lengthy.
Yeah, had to start fucking promoting Game Tea.
Yeah.
Has your mind been sufficiently blown?
I assume yes.
Aiko.
Well.
Moving on!
I'm guessing it's a new computer, new me.
Spooked. Don't be too shocked.
I don't know what to believe now. This could be horrendous!
My life is a lie.
Okay, one of two things then. Do we either chase down into the sewers after the Skaven, or should we go and check on Aeon Sul and Yanero, because they went to the Temple District?
We should probably check on them after we've made 100% sure the big guy's okay. I don't think we're in a situation where we can follow the Ratmen, because basically everybody is tapped out of most stuff.
I'm gonna go up to Dell, and I'm just gonna quietly whisper in her ear and just say, the big guy is not doing so well.
I can see that.
No, I mean like he's really doing well.
Alistair, you could have helped me.
Oh yeah.
you just look over aware. Oh yeah. Anyway,
Grunt!
I push Alistair aside and I walk over towards Merok and Sylar and Galgarond.
okay. As you do, you can tell that they're both just observing Galgrond in this moment. Marok has got a make an insight check.
I'm so good at those, because it uses my wisdom.
You have wisdom.
Apparently not.
Okay. Marok looks more like he's busy focusing on everything else and trying to put together all the pieces right now.
Mhm.
Seems a bit distracted and it's kind of half awaiting Galgoron's initiative. And Scylla is come down out of the earth elemental form. It's like literally like a statue that's just broken down around him, and just the rubble being left at his feet that then just soaks into the earth. And they both, as you approach, do give you a tentative nod.
I nod back.
That was fucking shit.
Yeah, that was pretty bad.
You guys take me to the nicest of fucking places, you know that.
I mean,
I'll walk over boldly.
this
You
was,
know,
I
this
slap it in
was
the back of the head.
this was supposed to be a nice evening, but we can never have nice things.
Not with that attitude.
I slap him in the back of the head.
It's going to become a common thing. Gonna step away. So should we go and take a look around? Make sure everyone's alive. Do we want to try and send out some search parties maybe? Try and rally up any civilians?
Does it sound like there's any more stuff going down, or
The
has it
fighting
mostly
seems
dissipated?
to have been in the north side of town that has quieted down. Currently it sounds like it is quieting, like it's more just people that are trying to figure out what's going on more than just the sound of battle. There's just that confusion in the streets and this tension in the air all around the city.
Okay, well, I'm going to head down to the temple district then.
I might as well go with you. Safety in numbers, I suppose.
Merox
I'll
says,
do a overhead.
I'm going to stay here and maintain Galgaron while you do that.
Okay, send up like an alarm or something if something happens, and we'll try and come back.
If something comes back and either of us need us, you're gonna see a big fucking queue.
Just if you throw up some sort of warning signal, try not to hit Buckley. Just yeah.
I swear the lightning was not my intention. That wasn't me at all. I don't know what you're on about.
I was about to
Pat him on
say,
the back and walk away.
I was about to say I put up my hood, but I just remembered I'm not technically got my hood because I still look like I'm wearing my dress clothes.
You're wearing a suit with a raven mask on currently.
Technically, I've got my armor hidden, but I probably haven't got the cloak. Great, I'll just stick with the rain. It's fine.
So you guys motion down towards. You pass the tower on your way.
Mhm.
The tower has gotten a few more bodies around it now, more Skaven. And you see a rat ogre with an axe cloven into its skull, and on it currently is a half orc, currently tending to the injuries of a half ogre. Like, would you shut up and stop moving? It's fucking good. Stop it. And he looks over. Oh, good. You're not dead. That's excellent. What the hell?
Should have known.
What was that? Pillar of fire and death?
Takes more than a pillar of fire and death to finish off one of the trio.
I would have said it was mainly a pillar of fire and death. And demons.
Oh, wonderful. Oh, what next is going to be fucking Orcus showing up. That'll be just lovely. Won't... Let's stop fidgeting, Mug. You scream fucking... Just shut up and let me help you.
Oh, bless them.
At a cursory glance, Othir is not here where he was previously. And there are essentially all the what would have been fancy dignitaries have seemed to have moved inside the main thoroughfare of the actual keep itself.
Good. No sign of Aeon or Yanera?
No, they haven't made it back yet. I saw them flying off or marching off on some giant elephant thing at the start of that battle. Because remember, guys, the only thing that is actually feasibly large enough to carry Aeon Soul is a mammoth. Or a large elephant or a war elephant, which is what he summoned as his divine mount.
I was about to say, where'd you get the elephant?
That's what he got. He summoned a divine elephant, and it's like, this is my friend.
Which direction did they go in?
He motions towards the east side of town, which leads you across the temple district and the libraries, as well as some of the higher ups buildings and such. I don't have that map prepared, guys.
That's okay.
I
Fantasy of the
imagine it'll be
mind.
the wider
Yes.
street.
We head in that direction.
It is the richer and fancier place.
It'll be the one that has a nice curvature on the buildings from scraping mammoth butt. Well, we'll come back to them later, I suppose. At the moment, I really want to get down and take care of any Skaven that may be left. They're horrible buggers. They don't die. They don't send out everybody. They send out most. And that way, the pack lives on. So you need to cut them down.
With what? We don't have much left.
I'm alright. I'm okay for a few more rounds, maybe. Failing that, we could do the old technique of smoking them out.
I mean, that may work. We haven't got a lot of firepower left.
Also, that's gonna stir up a lot of shit. That's just gonna smell for a bit.
I mean, this city's pretty wrecked anyway. A bit of smell probably won't matter much.
Yeah.
It's in the sewers anyway, so... No
Did
smoke
somebody
without
say fire?
Ah! Shit!
Ah!
Give me like a half an hour and I should be ready.
Half an hour. I suppose
I need
we'd
a
have
nap.
a sit down for a short while. Well, while
How
we
would
do
you-
that, then
We
Like
need to,
to
conti-
go-
we need to
try and
continue.
rally some people.
You're gonna try and rally some people?
I'm going to see if I can gather up some people from around, put everybody sort of into one safer place rather than scattered.
Okay, where would you like to focus on? There's the Temple District, the Harbor, and the North District.
I could go
Which
to the
is
Temple
furthest
District.
away?
Furthest away currently is the North District because the Harbor would be, say, how it works is the Temple District at the bottom of the area, then there's the Harbor District, and then there's the big patch, which is the North District, which is the largest district, but simultaneously the furthest away currently. The Temple District is the higher ups, and ergo richest, fewer, and further away than the closest to Galagon's Tower.
Okay, well, Shimmer, if you take the harbour, Del, you take...
I'll take the temple and
Temple
try and find Yanero and Aeonsil.
Yeah. Where should we tell them everyone to meet? Where do you reckon safest at the moment?
Probably the tower.
Yeah.
Galgron's Tower?
Yeah.
Alright,
but I
we'll
don't know
tell
if
everyone to
you'd
meet
want that
there.
many guests,
I wouldn't recommend that everybody gather around and see how messed up Galgrond is at the moment. It may dishearten people.
yeah.
No, but they can take solace inside the tower. He's still over by the fountain. So Buckley, if you want to fly ahead to the North District and the far, I'll carry on foot and I'll grab anybody who I pass on the way and I'll meet you there. Should we say meet back at the tower in 2 hours?
Yeah, sure.
Cool.
Well, wait until you're going, Spook. You broke up a bit for me.
I'm gonna follow Buckley, but on foot, and I'm just
You're
gonna
gonna go
grab
to the north?
anybody to the North District, but on
Okay.
foot. So I'll grab anybody who I pass.
All right. We'll currently handle the people that are in the Temple District, which is, I believe, Delmara.
What am I doing?
Um,
Rolling an investigation?
Perception.
It's not difficult for you to be able to actually find people in the district. A lot of houses seem to have been boarded up. There are a lot of claw marks on doors. Thankfully, it seems like the richer people were able to afford doors that were sturdy enough that a simple Skaven couldn't try to break through with its claws.
But do the
Um,
people see Del because she's completely black? She's very difficult to spot even in a bright
Currently,
room.
currently at night with the rain, the only thing that ever she lights up is like this single suited woman with a Ravens mascot walking through a rainstorm to thunderers that are behind her.
Dude, my passive stealth is like 22.
That's what I mean.
Anyone
she'll
who
just be
does
like,
see her
"Hello,"
is like,
and some next to her just be like, "There's ghosts around here."
I wish I did have the
Straight
cloak, because literally with the mask and the cloak coming up behind me, people would probably freak out.
yeah. So, if you want to, basically, you can spend your time looking for Aeonsil and Yanero and rallying anyone that you see and telling people to find others and get to the tower, which is not a difficult thing to do. You, as much as you don't like it, you have been noted in the city. So, with after a big-scale battle, anyone who's kind of somewhat in Galgoron circles going around and giving directive, even nobles aren't willing to argue that fact.
Yeah, I'll probably
Particularly
take.
as
I'll
the
probably
fact that-
actually take the mask off. I think, so people
Okay.
can actually talk to me.
Recognition.
Yeah.
So you do that. You go through several houses worth of people, motioning them on and forward, and Many of them do give you cautionary glances and have the doors locked and put away keys after they leave, kind of thing. Still trying to protect whatever in the house. Um, yeah, they're the kind of people that are still like they're nobles. There was rumors of you being in a thieves guild, though.
I don't know who might have spread that.
I don't say
No.
anything to them. I just look very disapproving.
Yeah, they muster any
You
kids they
are a
have and go
thief.
with it. They do go that way. Eventually,
No,
you
she's
do
a
find
rogue.
yourself, guys. Eventually, you do find yourself towards the temple, and in a almost last standish way, you see 30 bodies of Skaven, 3 rat ogres, and a plague priest, all just mounted, just all falling back onto the actual temple, like as if they were climbing up the steps and have just been thrown back constantly like waves. And there at the top, you see a very large, heavily plated with gold and black trimmings, 2 long swords outside, shaking, blood dripping down the hands. You see Aeon Sil, and in the corner, you see Yanero up against the wall, sword still out, blood dripping down across the death mask. Very heavy breathing from both of them. Aeon Sil does draw blade the moment he does catch even a glimpse of you just seeing movement and still being in that ready stance.
Words.
Oh, thank God it's you.
Glad to see you're alive.
You hear Yanero under the mask. Debatable.
Great. Well, standing at least.
Yanero sitting on the ground. Debatable.
Is everything still attached?
You see Yanero checking his arms and legs, and then he just gives you a thumbs up.
Great. We were all trying to reconvene. Most of the fighting seems to have stopped now from what we can see.
Where's my father?
He's in the North District. He had quite a battle on his hands. I'm sure you saw the Pillar
Pillar
of
of Fire and Death.
Yeah, as most people have been calling it.
Fitting. What the hell was that?
Do you know what a Balor is, yes?
You see, if scales could go pale, his scales went pale. Pupils dilated at the very mention of the name. And without that, he just walks past you. And just straight over. Cloak tattered at his back. This red cloak with gold trims down the side. And then you see Yanero pulling himself up. He grabs the sheath for the blade. I'll help you through here looking for more people. There are people inside the temple that are safe and unharmed. The clerics were kind enough to poke their heads out every few minutes to provide what healing they could during the waves.
I was gonna say, do you need a potion?
Oh, I would love one.
I pass him a potion of healing. I'm sorry, I can't offer more.
He takes off the mask, which is something that he doesn't do often, and you see that his face is very heavily scarred. And you can recognize what weapons cause marks from your own experience. These were all whip marks. He takes the cork off the potion, spits it down, and just drinks the potion back. Just doesn't hesitate, just straight up downs it before putting the mask back on. The mask onto the helmet just clicks into place. All right then. Let's get a start to this then. And you two will proceed for the next bit. He'll have told the people in the temple, and currently he's doing his best to aid you by going to the temple, telling people, and he's going to escort them back and come back to you. So you'll spend the rest of your period through here. The library was damaged, you could tell, but more of the fighting seemed to be focused on trying to deal some sort of damage to the temple. And you could tell the temple did get heavily scarred on the outside, as if through just claws and attempts of defacement. So it was more like trying to attack the emotional heart of the city than anything else. From there, you spend the rest of your time doing that. The the library had books taken, several books from several sections. Like you can tell, there's an enormous mess. This would take days upon weeks to recatalog properly.
Yeah.
Um,
Fucking
the
dicks.
Need the Dewey Decimal System.
heavens above, I would kill you all.
Throwback.
All those people are coming right back out and are looking for you.
Round 2, bitches!
The vermin are back. So Delmar, that's what you'll be doing.
Cool.
Shimmer,
Yes.
currently your screen is frozen for me, so just see yes from a frozen picture is quite amusing.
He's trying to play an ocarina.
Yeah, it looks like you're trying to play an ocarina. You can motion through the dock district if you want. You can tell that there was a lot of... This was where a lot of battle happened. There is a lot of the buildings that are around it have all taken direct cannon fire. Most of these wooden buildings have been almost entirely destroyed. The clay and stone buildings are almost ruined beyond repair. Like, these are going to have to be scrapped before they can be rebuilt. Make an investigation check while you're around here looking for people.
I will investigate the thing. I investigate nothing.
Currently, you're trying to look around for people, seeing what you can find and look for. As you do that, the rainwater has pretty much washed away anything from the sand kind of areas around here, and you can't really find tracks of anything in particular. Even at that, you can tell that there's some things here that look more like they're just large puddles that would almost be as large as you. Just like imprints of just almost like feet that have been stomping around here. There are at least half a dozen ships in the harbor that you don't recognize that are entirely wrecked. 6 ships that are currently in the process of sinking. The fires of them are being too strong to be extinguished by the rain, or are just straight up. You can just see the top of the masts still just crumbling in. You see a lot of... There are a lot of guards that are somewhat still standing. Most of them look like they're out of arrows and quivers, and just straight up they've ran out of things to fire, because you can see the beach area and the dock is just filled with pirates. There was a lot of pirates, a lot of bandits, a lot of scrupulous folk here. 1 or 2 larger pockets of guards do take note of you as you arrive. There are figures amongst them you don't recognize. Looks like just random traveling merchants or salesmen that had come through. One of them, for example, has a very large double-barreled... You can recognize this as a gun. Was on the side of the dock crews the entire time. This has basically just become a kill field, and anything that tried to get onto the docks was dropped. Between that and clearly the effects of having a fucking ancestral golden dragon flying around tend to get in the way. But looking around, as you motion to people, you can motion as you will to move on to the tower, the keep. There's a lot of pools of blood here. Most of them are just like left from unsourceable, so you can think that a lot of this might have been caused by something that was, say, either moving around in the air or something similar that had taken impact and bled from. So you can determine where many of Galgorn's wounds probably came from cannon fire, because there are just several at a time. There's over 24 cannonballs actually just left into the shore as if it's not hit anything. Would you like to try and approach guard?
Yeah.
Okay. They all are looking over to you as you approach. One or two of them do recognize you as being the guy who sets fire to things. Um,
We've
But not
got a
the
few
big
of those
guy.
in town, don't we?
Not the
yeah,
really big guy, the other big guy.
and not the guy with the rainbow clothes either. The other one.
It's the shiny one.
You're the shiny one of them. What has happened? Where is the fighting ceased in other parts of the town?
For the most part, yeah. There's a lot of stuff that's happened. Most of it's done with, as far as I can tell. We are planning on going into the sewers and clearing that out soon.
Very well. Where do you need us now then? Where can we be of aid?
If you have any men that are up, I guess is the best word for it. We need people at the towers. We can use them. That's what we're gathering.
He looks over to 3 or 4 men. Go into the North District and try to give a hand. And there are a few crossbow men. They're pretty much spent on crossbow bolts. And just that constant pace of reload, fire, reload, fire. They look very tired, but they don't look like they've actually suffered any physical attacks themselves. One of the figures as well, the figure with the double barrel is, I'll give a hand inside in that North District as well, give them a bit of a fat pound.
You said it looks like they're almost out of quarrels.
Crossbow bolts. Most of them are using crossbow bolts, and their quivers are empty.
Should have a few left. I don't know where it is though. I just give them whatever ammunition I have left.
We'll say you have 10, and you give them, like, say, 3 or 4 to each of them.
Mm.
They thank you. Don't you need any firepower yourself? And one of the other guards, the sergeant, just goes, yeah, no, he's fine for firepower.
Sorry, what was that? I didn't catch that.
One or two of them say, don't you need some firepower yourself? And the sergeant immediately shuts them down, saying, no, he's fine for firepower.
I am firepower.
That's his. I'm sure that's his middle name. Shimmer, Firepower, or what the fuck is your last name?
I don't have one.
Okay.
Shimmer firepower. Done.
Do you want to end it at that? Is that all you want to do? Do you want to investigate
pretty
the
much.
harbor?
I look around, see if there's anybody I can possibly get out of a burning building or something. You know, something
There-
somewhat heroic.
There's mostly caved-in buildings here. Like, if you went looking, you might find someone who's been trapped in a building that you could try to excavate out with people giving you a hand. Whilst most of the guards are preparing to leave, you can stall a few to give you a hand if you want to spend time now for like the last hour of your effort to try to get a few people out of ruined buildings.
Mm.
So you do that for your time.
Yeah.
And I turn over to Alistair when the fuckers left the table.
Lel.
You can go over to Buckley.
He's also there. So Buckley,
I'll be back in a
I'm
moment.
gonna do a
Okay.
eagle eye.
give me
You.
perception checks then. Because you're doing top down, I'll call these with advantage.
Do that again then.
Okay. So you're flying over towards the North District. You see something that earlier you didn't really notice with Galgarant. Galgarant doesn't seem that good right now. You can actually, looking at him from above, you can tell that his mass from above is almost like it's fading at points. Like it's actually physically fading before collecting and re-solidifying. And from above, you can also see that Marok seems to be speaking some words and has a hand over where his claw would be. Sometimes the hand passes through and he pulls it back. It seems to be trying to stabilize him.
Right. Okay.
That's the first thing you see. So if you want to take an action on that or move on into the city, you are more than able to do that. And you can still have the same roll for further into the city.
I'll come back to that.
Okay. Going through the actual district itself, this was where a lot of fighting happened. This was a bloodbath. There was a lot of sewer grates and a lot of people bursted out of them. You can also tell that there were hobgoblins here. You can see by musket fire, by rifle and soldier strewn across. A lot of guards that would have been just on general patrol have been cut down, cutting down people themselves, and as well as this, you can tell that there was a almost cataclysmic amount of fighting around the forge. You can tell there's a lot of people seemingly either nestled around the forge area or inside the actual blacksmithy itself. There is actually a heap of bodies in front of it. Hobgoblin, Skaven, human, all sorts of bodies. And you do see a larger figure in an alleyway, like shadowed. A very large, very burly figure that just shrinks and steps out, and you see the blacksmith. His metal arm entirely destroyed. It's just his other arm clenching a sword. Blood streaming down the face and limping.
I'm gonna go down and check up on everything there.
As you swoop with the shadows and the lightning and everything around you, as you swoop to land, already there's a very large barrel of a gun as the sword has just been dropped. He pulled out a fire and arm and is aimed straight at you for a moment before turning. Don't do that unannounced! You can just see that there's this blood, like this red gleam from his pupils that is just dimming. What the fuck?
Well, the fighting has ceased for the most part. We're getting survivors and everybody to meet within the point of the tower. That way we can have safe refuge for everybody and kind of get an idea of who's left.
He nods. Okay. That's and you see that he's actually at some point gripping his stomach, and you can just see that he's currently doing his best with his fake arm to keep his insides from coming out. As you see a massive cut over his stomach, and he is basically just trying to keep his internal organs in. He is, now that you have a closer look at him, he is incredibly damaged. Physically, his body is just not lasting. He looks over into the forge to everyone. Well, you heard him! Get to the tower! All of you, out of my smith! Now! He spurts out blood, and his teeth are caked in blood right now. And
Gonna
30
touch him?
people that have all been in his smithy have just streamed out and gone.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I don't know if I want to do it this early.
You're a cleric, Harry.
I'm gonna touch him and use healing word.
Healing word is a bonus action. You only have to say the word.
I'm gonna touch him and say a word.
At
Well, he's getting
third
there.
level.
He doesn't know how to heal, guys. Give him a
Healing word
chance.
at third level. Okay. Yeah, man, that's 3d4. That's not too bad. That's not too bad at all. So, You touch out and you say a word to him. And you watch as the stomach almost fully closes, like there is still like a gash at the front, but where you could actually have at a point seen ribs. It's just healed over. You're noticing now that he had a lot more wounds than you thought he did as well, as you just see leaning over him and doing the word and touching him, his back is entirely just almost carved like a great roast that you could have, just entirely just carved and mangled. And he looks at you and goes, "You could do that?"
I look at my
Oh,
hand,
ouch.
look at him. Okay, I think I found a new thing.
The fuck, man?
Uh,
Well, I'm still literally dying. Give me more.
yeah. And then I'll do it again.
Trying to cure wounds or something?
Yeah, cure wounds.
Imagine him doing it Goku style of just putting his hand back on him and then just screaming at him. Ah!
Second level.
Okay. So that's another bit of a healing on him. The wound has closed on the stomach, and now what was dripping blood is now more caked blood. Okay.
Feel a bit better now?
You watch as he goes inside for me. Give me a minute. Comes out with the great sword over his side. I'm gonna make sure the North Star is right. He just
Do you have an
mumbles
extra
and
arm?
He looks over at his arm, looks back at you, looks back at his lack of an arm. If I could fucking slap you, I would.
Well, no. I mean, as in,
Don't
I
ask him
didn't
if
know if
he
you have
needs a
like a
hand,
spare.
Don't ask him if he needs a hand, for the love of God.
Don't.
I was asking if he had a spare one that he could pop on.
You watch as he drops the greatsword, goes back inside, and you see a sword. Now, the hilt of it is different. It is just like a narrow circular hilt. This always fucking stings. And actually pushes it into the mechanism at the base of the forearm. And where he had an amputated arm, at the point where he could just insert it on, he's now inserted the sword and it just clicks into place. Ta-da! Back off! As he lifts up the sword again and goes out. If I see anyone, I'll send them to you.
That's one way to dual wield.
You cunt.
I'm just kind of looking there, a bit shocked, just going, okay. Thanks.
Still limping somewhat.
Right. Okay. I guess I
He
go.
is too stubborn and too angry and too old for his own good.
Anyway, I'm gonna go then fly off and look for Alistair then.
Yeah. You do, and Alistair, you've been moseying your way through.
Wait,
From what you were seeing- From
Well,
what you were
an
seeing,
alternate
okay,
plan.
do you go to north? One.
I'm gonna go up to the north, but is Nemo around?
You see Grunt is stood in the middle of the thoroughfare of the.
Yeah, I meant he's like Nemo here talking.
Mhm.
Oh, there you are, mate. You alright? Hi.
Hello.
Grunt, you know how we've got the wagon? Where is the wagon? I'm assuming by the guild hall?
By the guild hall.
Yeah. Grunt, could you come with me? I need some muscle.
As you say that, you look as Grunt. You wait for Grunt to turn to follow you. Grunt doesn't. Front is just in place still.
Grunt. You. Fight's over. We need to go and get people. I need you to come pull the wagon. It's a little bit heavy. I'm not as fast.
No response.
Okay.
Do you poke her?
No, I click my fingers in front of her eyes. What is she just looking off into nowhere?
She looks like she's fast to fucking sleep.
Oh God, she's
Oh.
passed out.
She's asleep, standing up.
I'm gonna give her a nudge with my shield.
It's gonna have to be a hell of a nudge. This grunt we're talking about.
No, it's more a matter of it's a lot of weight on an awkward pivot. So the moment you get nudged, you just went timber. Grunt is out. Wait.
Feel the drop.
I
I
hate
sort of
that
look
feeling.
up at you and just make an uncomfortable looking noise and then sort of curl up like I'm trying to go back to sleep.
Ah, yes, I'm familiar with that noise. It's sort of like a. Mm.
A bit more deep for Grunt, but yeah.
Grunt, Grunt. We need to go and get people. It's not sleepy time yet. Are you gonna come with me? Gonna kick him in the butt for a bit. Move.
Your foot is gonna go dead before you actually motivate her.
Yeah, it doesn't. He has to kick me for a while, but she gets up eventually.
Basically, you watch as 30 people pass you, Alistair. All just heading towards the tower.
Right. Are you
Grab
coming?
you, and put you in the cart, start pulling the
No, don't-
cart.
I'm gonna be out of the cart because I need to keep an eye out for. In fact, I'm gonna travel by whatever rooftops there are. Like
Okay,
right
so you
next to
can
the
travel to the rooftops next to her the entire time as she moves.
road. Yeah, and while looking for people, I want to be going into houses that have been like demolished, actually like crumbled or something,
Mhm.
and I want to gather up as many bed sheets as I can to take with me in the cart.
Okay. Make an investigation check. We'll see how much you can salvage from this. This is going to take.
Weirdly enough, I'm
Yeah.
not good at that.
This is going to take 2 hours. And
I'm not actually good at investigation. That's disheartening.
well, not difficult a task to do, just to see how much you can pull off.
Yeah.
Um,
Because we can use them
You-
for like bandages and stuff as well.
the bed sheets and any beds that you want to take as well, you can find some. You actually manage to, as you're there, you hear whenever you're in 1 or 2 buildings you're in, you do hear muffles,
Mhm.
and you immediately call for Grunt in and Grunt lift, and you
Yeah.
actually manage to pull people out of rubble.
Oh,
Grunt very tiredly just sort of wanders in, lifts up the support beam.
Everything's lifted up. You see a mother, like the first time you see it is a mother, like literally. To describe it best, it's pretty much a matter of it's kind of this position. If this was her body over her child, there's like a child cradled underneath her stomach, while she's basically just braced on all sides. Your weight, she almost collapses with the release of the weight that was on top of her, and you manage to pull her out and the kid, and she's not looking good.
I'm
the kid
just, like,
is-
holding this house up one-handed.
I'll reach in and I'll pull her at them.
You pull them out.
As
You pull the
delicately as
child
you can.
out. The child is in the shock stasis that infants are known to be able to go into during extreme moments of duress. So the child is basically
Turn to
safe.
Grunt and I say, it's like he's seen an owlbear, and I put him in the cart.
Oh my god.
Only to Grunt. Only Grunt will know this, and she cannot speak.
She chooses. The woman looks like she's very close to death.
I don't think I
as
have any
you-
healing stuff.
Somewhere on the other side of town, Dell just looks up at the sky and just thinks, Alistair.
No,
I
I
know
don't.
Grunt doesn't have any healing stuff.
Make a
No, I don't
medicine
have
check
any.
to stabilize her.
Oh yeah. My medicine is. Meh. I'll try it. Meh.
And she's dead.
No, no. 10 is a success.
You don't need
basically-
this.
You basically, as you're working, you are able to pull out the glass. It is painful. She is in a state of shock currently, but you're able to remove glass from her actual elbows and arms from where a window crashed on top of her. The more heavier, serious, and you could tell like this is going to sting like a motherfucker when she comes to. You remove and you wrap up as best you can. You already start using some bed sheets to bandage her, and you put her in next to the child and kind of put the bed sheets over them, trying to cover them in the rain.
How much have we found so far then?
That's just one house, for example, that you found. You managed to find the bed sheets from that house, so you found 3 bed sheets. Used a little bit of one that you're able to cut with the sword to cut just quicker and easier.
I'm going to tell Grunt to take them back then, because she's probably going to need pretty urgent attention, and just tell her to come meet me back in a little bit. Just
Come look for
Grunt's
you.
fallen
Shout.
asleep with the support beam on her shoulders. Just leaning
gonna
against it.
This
gonna
is when I
rename
land.
animation.
Just
Buckley flies in, and you remember he is actually strong as fuck.
Oh yeah, Buckley, could you
Yes.
punch her awake?
It's actually a lighter sleep this time because she has been awake. She's just, Nodding off again.
Okay, Grunt. Come on, come on.
Eh,
Not sleepy time yet. Take these guys back to the tower so they can get some medical attention, and then come back
Oh.
up in a little bit. Do not fall asleep.
I
just throw
pass
this
my hand
thing,
over them.
like, into the street.
One at a time, folks.
So yeah.
But yeah.
You guys watch as Buckley walks over to the woman that was very heavily injured. Almost instinctively, hand to chest, hand out to her, and you watch as this radiant just pulses through his hand to her and heals her. And you see her just coming back to two, and immediately reaches out forward and instinctually reaches out forward towards the child and is looking around confused. Still
Why
more
does
of
that keep
a
happening?
out of sort still, but alive.
Why have you never done that earlier?
I don't
Oh,
know. I just
you
learned it. I don't know what the fuck is going on. Bad hand. Maybe. I don't know. Is that a bad thing or a good thing?
No, not bad hand. No, very, very necessary.
Very-
We will use this.
Very-
Come with
okay.
me.
Okay, so this hand we keep. This hand we get rid of.
You
Is
just
that how it
keep
works?
No,
Oh, okay.
just keep all hands and legs inside the vehicle as we proceed further into the Nord district.
Okay.
Okay, we'll
We're
say
gonna
for the
go and
rest
look
of the
for more
hour.
people.
We'll say for the rest of the hour, you're able to find 20 bed sheets. The system of somehow managing to have healing abilities. What the fuck occurs?
Do not
and
show any of these bed items to Ian. He'll want to open up a DFS in this humble time.
as you guys are moving through, you find more people in houses. Some people that are more too. Some that are desperate and scared, confused, all looking around trying to figure out what was going on, what was going to, and so on. And after your investigation as well, you do see, with 10 people surrounding him, almost out of all arrows, a hound limping at his side, and just 3 small kids under his cloak, Tristan, the man responsible for making many of your trophies.
Dermist, yeah, I thought he was the taxidermist.
Yeah. Come on. How do you not remember Tristan? You.
He's like your best mate.
Yeah.
It has been quite a long time.
And
I did remember him. I went the taxidermist. Question mark, maybe.
it shouldn't have been a question mark. It should have been a period. Oh, yes.
Or even an exclamation mark. Ah, the taxidermist.
Doesn't he owe you a reward?
It probably owes me for the archery competition, but I think we'll leave that for when he's a little bit in better shape, maybe.
A bit of a
By
bad
the way,
time to bring it
that
up.
competition that I won on the back of that cereal box. Now time? Yeah, no. Why is he looking at me like that? Tristan,
That is something
man.
Alistair will probably do that.
No, it's something Ian would definitely do, though. You guys motion
Anyway.
through the town. You get to him.
I don't make a noise like an owlbear. Which I've gotten very good at doing.
He looks at you for a moment, realizes you're about to, and you don't. You rescind. He just. Oh, Nick. Hello,
I do
it.
Alistair. You don't know how to do it right. You make more of a.
He growls like a cleric.
Grunt goes. "Ugh."
Don't worry, guys. I speak Stolen.
All aboard the wooden minecart express.
What's an express?
One
Expressed
thing-
enough.
A way of saying something.
One thing I would like to do is, Grunt looks a little uncomfortable. She rolls one of her shoulders and reaches into her clothes and shakes out a few rocks and what seems to be like a small stake that's somehow gotten into her clothes somewhere along the journey. There are now 0 snakes.
God damn it.
Carry on.
You have inspiration. You have a D8 inspiration you can use at any time until your next long rest.
It's like a
Okay,
snake's face.
so yeah, spook. Basically,
No, don't explain.
No.
Don't explain.
Don't leave it. It's better this way.
Had it with these motherfucking snakes on this motherfucking barbarian. What? No. Let's head back to the tower.
Okay, so Trishan does this.
motions, gets the kids up first. And he looks into the woman that you see in the cart, and immediately just throws himself in, and shouts out her name, Alora, and you found his wife.
And you didn't
Told you I
recognise
was a
her.
hero.
And as you're doing this as well, you get a very grim image in front of you of a short man holding a large sword dragged behind him, a sword literally coming out of his arm in the shadows in front of you, looks towards you in the alley, meh, and begins moving away, continuing through the North District. I'm gonna kill something!
Yeah, you do that, sir.
The only thing you're gonna kill at the moment is the silence.
Come on,
Shithead.
Bart.
Yeah, it was the blacksmith. I met him earlier.
He pokes his head. Oh, he can heal, did you know that? Yeah, fucking, fuck.
Yeah, still trying to learn it. But not sure.
Good luck with that. Fucking useful, you cunt. Bye. He just leaves.
He should speak nicer for someone whose innards were mostly outed a minute ago.
He was fine by his standards. He's had worse.
Oh god.
He has actually had in canon worse. It's terrible. I am a bastard to him. I love hurting him.
Alright, so, Alistair, you got it here, yeah?
What? Sorry?
You got this all under control then?
Yeah, we're just gonna make our way back now. I'm gonna keep to the
Alright.
rooftops just in case there's anybody who I can shout for to come out.
Okay. I'm going to now blast off to Galgaron.
Okay, you fly over to Galgarond.
What a guy.
Fucking just flying around healing. Just...
Team Nerwin blasting off again.
I'm just going, my people
Messy
need me.
Okay, you fly over to the North District where Galgaron, Merak, and Scylla were, and they aren't there.
Damn it, I knew I should have came over here earlier.
They're all gone.
Hmm. He uses his narrowing brain.
Which sounds like the
Can
countdown.
I search the area for clues?
Finds the blacksmith.
Make an
God damn it, why are you over here, dude?
check.
I was
just
gonna
keeps
say find
appearing.
Scooby-Doo.
Reggie.
Oh wow.
There was a
Goes
dragon. No, there's not.
He goes looking again, trying to find out what's going on in the entirely Inspector Cluedo way of head straight onto the ground walking. And he walks past a blacksmith who, when he's bent over, he's about the same height as him. Goes, aren't you looking for people?
I'm hunting rabbits.
I'm hunting.
Currently hunting a
hobgoblins." Well, not here. Going
Yeah.
somewhere else. Double bastard's probably somewhere.
What if he went back to his tower?
That would
Man,
make
it's-
perfect logical sense.
There's a lot of people in there, though.
Yeah, so the guy can
I don't
make
know-
himself look like a fucking mouse if he wanted to.
Yeah, but I don't know if he likes crowds.
Well, I don't like
No.
you as a crowd. So fuck off or go away from me. He just stumbles off again, too tired and too. He actually is snappy at you. Make a perception check while you're there.
This was the nat 20. Oh my god.
Whoa,
Kidding
jeez.
me.
Fuck!
Well, it could be something vitally important, like somebody dying.
You're just. He's just watching you, Buckley, as your brain is just going.
It's been a long night.
What's your passive intelligence score?
12.
Duh.
I have a 1 modifier for
Oh, he can count. He can count that number on both his hands.
for intel. Wisdom, I have an 18.
I think Core hit the nail on the head.
You must remember. You must only focus only on your mind. Empty your mind of everything, but healing and breathing
Breathing's
and flying.
Good. Breathing's good.
Breathing's all
I forgot one of those
Empty
things.
My mind.
Try not to drool.
What is your name? My name?
He
My name. What's his name? We lost everything on the name. Where's his name?
It's just the episode of SpongeBob where they're
That's what I was referencing.
Yeah.
That's what I was referencing.
just shuffling through fucking.
Name,
cabinets.
name. Where's the name? Where's the name? We can't find the name. Bring snaps. Okay. So that happened. Now what do you want to
Anyway.
do?
Oh, there was a dragon here. No, there's not. The only thing I could think of is tower. So I check the go back to the tower.
Okay. At this point, everyone's reconvening back. About 40 guards have been found in total. Most from the North District. A lot of guys from the North District that eventually routed up with you, Alistair and Grunt. Buckley found a few. There was about 15 of them left in the entire district out of a standing 60. They got gutted. However, you can clearly see that many escaped and got gutted as you went around looking. Over 100 Skaven were killed.
Good work, team.
South District, there was a grand total of 0 casualties and 40 Skaven killed because Aeon Sul and Yanero pretty much locked the doors and said, you have to get past us. So there was either going to be 2 casualties and 40 dead or no casualties. And the there are about 20 people killed in the docks during the actual confusion of the initial attack, and then the almost like the Battle of Zulu kind of first rank fire, second rank fire of crossbowmen managed to hold back the line of bandits and everything. So a grand total of 60, 70 maybe pirates and bandits were killed, and only a good 10 or 20 of our own. So there's been a really
Bring
heavy
on the
hit.
XP.
The XP was already handed out. And
How-
you didn't even get involved in any of those battles, so we ain't getting nothing out of that.
That's turned out better than
Collectively.
expected.
Duskhaven. Under Marok, he trained a lot of people. He made sure that his guards were good. Not fucking heroes, but they're good. And thankfully, there was just enough pockets of crazy motherfuckers around to turn the tide. So you guys all find your way back to about, from what you were able to find of people who were willing to follow you, there's about 150, maybe 200 people just all coalesced around Galgron's tower right now with just this bit of confusion. You can tell that there's Aeon Sul, who's striding into the tower himself, basically Red Sea style. Everything is parting and he's walking through. No one is getting in his way as he gets in. Yanero follows after Delmaro. There's a lot of clerics there then following him. And they have a good 30, 40 civilians with them as well. They immediately got the clerics. There's about 5 older clerics and 1 or 2 acolytes that just go on medic duty. And they immediately begin treating anyone they can find.
Do we see our friendly neighborhood paladin?
Your friendly neighborhood paladin was found in the North District. Alistair, you found him in the North District, Althir. On death's door,
Oh, jeez.
outside of the orphanage.
Was he on fire as well?
No, he's standing, still standing, barely. There's 2 rat ogres and 5 skavens were around him, and he actually, you and Buckley and Grunt had to actually throw a rat ogre's corpse off of him. But there was a grand total of 30 children inside him there, and the matron, which were unharmed.
You
Hey.
mean
because
we
the
had
one
to
end-
rat a corpse off him?
You had to
What do you
actually
mean
get.
I?
I
you
just got a couple of sticks and was just like up, left, left, drop.
I was putting little lights on it with a little glow.
You hear? Stop making me laugh! Oh, I think I broke a rib.
Oh, jeez.
Right. Chuck him gently in the back with the rest of the baggage then. Come on. Sooner we can get him on his feet.
We're just now a baggage
Oh my
claim
god.
cart.
Come on up there.
This man has
Chuck it
saved
outside,
our
man.
lives countless times.
Did you
Come
fuck him in the bag?
on.
You fuck him in the back of the car. Hey guys, I'm okay, thanks.
I just picture it as well because it was Simon's old character moving the Roger, and he just goes, "Hey guys."
Hey guys!
Simon actually had no.
How's it going, Benny?
I
That was
know,
all-
but just because he was
I
gonna
just
be the
made it
character, it's just like,
complacent.
aha.
I know, I always picture
Ah.
Simon when we talk to Althea.
He's
Just
got, like,
picture-
more hair than skin.
Just picture Othir. Just picture Simon then, just with shorter hair, teeth caked in blood, and there's 3 gashes across the side of his face that go all the way around to the other side, that are about an inch thick.
Ugh.
Surgery hasn't been invented yet, has it?
Yeah.
You look
The,
great.
the best thing we got is my shit.
Why does my face hurt so much? As you notice, his eyes actually just swollen as well. He is.
Here,
fucked.
take a couple painkillers. Call me in the morning.
What's this pain?
Oh, man,
I don't-
what?
What's a painkiller?
Oh, here, I'll show you. Boonk. Hammer.
Women love a scar. Just
Why is he saying that?
No, don't worry. Just close your eyes.
I can't open one.
That's fine. Just
that's fine.
shh.
Come on, kiddies, all aboard, all aboard. We're going to the tower. We're going to the tower.
Grunt does a favourite thing, just puts people in the cart and carries the cart.
Prayer of Healing, by the way, takes 10 minutes to cast.
Oh yeah,
Hits
shit,
everyone
that's right.
within a certain, but it hits everyone within a radius, so you can do it once you get back to the tower and be like, top
Yeah.
up. So for 10 minutes, once he gets back to the tower, and as you guys start arriving back, there's already Buckley with Alistair gently lifting off Athir off the cart and pulling him in, as well as many women and children and others, and orphans that were following suit and everything. That there's Buckley just knelt down in the middle, his hands close together, his palms together, murmuring to his breath.
What's he doing? Has he gone crazy?
It was always crazy.
I mean, I'm willing to believe he's
Bang
gone
that,
crazier.
It's debatable at this point.
Yeah. And then I get
He just
six,
does his own thing.
is 6, so it'd be Othir, and then 5 other wounded individuals.
Okay. So we'll say for the sake of it that you heal the next 5 most wounded people, which is Yanero when he stumbles in, and 2 or 3 other guards that are just on death's door. And you watch it just from him, you see 6 beams ping, 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 out to them all, and just like warmth washes over them. Arthur's wounds across his face close, but the scars are prevalent there. His eye just begins to, calm back down. It's no longer as raised. And he goes, I can breathe fully again. That's useful. Hey.
Yeah, yes.
Hey, you
Yeah,
look
sexy thing you got there. Then.
great.
He looks over at you and goes, when the fuck did you learn to do that?
Yeah. Today.
That's nice. Please repeat. At this point, Arthur, who's about to go, just keep doing it, please.
Right, I'm gonna start gathering a party then to go down to the sewers for the Reaple.
Actually, has everyone gotten into the tower now?
Imagine
Everyone
so.
is outside the tower because even Galgoron's TARDIS level tower can't really sustain that many people.
Is the party allowed in?
Party is allowed in.
Should we go inside?
Yes.
A lot of people
I don't know,
are
if we've
setting
got,
up.
If we've got outside, then let's.
A lot
let's,
of people are using
take the nearby building.
the large tent that was being used for the festival has been moved over by some guards who have some effort. It was taken down it's been taken down in a few hours and moved back up in the next one. So it's moved over closer towards the tower to give people a refuge spot, essentially. The blankets
It's
that
still a bit
you
cold in
have,
there.
the blankets you have, Alistair, are being spread out. People are using them just for warmth. Others are more or less using it to try and tend to their own or to tend to their wounds or such, like bits are being stripped off.
Grunt's gonna go around. Sorry.
Go on, go on.
Grunt's gonna go around and start doing the heavy lifting of just cleaning up debris and then
Anything,
using
yeah.
said debris to make.
Anything that makes it easier
Lean-tos
for
and
people.
whatnot.
You are just going around and being hero mama right now.
Yep, just all the heavy lifting. Still tired, still yawning, but just lifting everything.
No. No.
Just like a
People
true
into
mum. Is tired, but is still helping.
Probably a bit drafty in this tent. Do you reckon we should move people on? Take refuge in a nearby building.
There's no real
Um,
buildings that will be able to sustain people, and you are in the Noble District. So there are. And at this point, Marok looks to you all. Okay, I think we can fit about 50 more in here. And he looks out. Okay, that leaves me with about. Okay, everyone's welcome. And just snaps his finger and points over. Welcome to Marok's magnificent manor.
Oh my god.
As a wooden elven designed door just immediately appears in place.
You
I
still have
fucking
a spell.
saved. I saved that one.
I was gonna say.
That was the either I'm going to kill a lot of things very quickly spell, or that was going to be I am going to handle a lot of refugees. Because right now we've got a lot of people who are misplaced from housing, and we are now on the cusp of summer ending. We're getting onto the colder months. We're gonna start rebuilding.
Yeah, there's a lot of work to be done. Oh boy.
Cool. Well, if all the refugees are now going to be comfortable and whatnot, then who's with me to go into the sewers?
I mean,
I feel like
Yep.
we should check on the big guy. He didn't look good.
yeah.
What we can do? For, actually, mind you, Buckley 2.0 might
Yes.
be perfectly designed for it.
You mean Hillfist?
Heel fist, yeah.
Marok looks
Punch
to you.
away the
Scylla-
pain.
Marok looks to you all. Scylla is currently trying to help. He's not really able to do much, but Galbrant did want to see you.
Oh, you can't say no to the big guy.
Yeah.
Either way.
He walks you guys inside. The entire decor of the tower from the inside has changed. What was spiral staircases and beautifully designed and intricate things are now all steep staircases, difficult to climb. Basically, the place has gone from lavish and welcoming to very defensive. And from the inside, now that a lot of people are on the lower level, the higher levels, you are now noticing there actually are patrolling basilisks on the higher level. And going up to the higher levels again after that, there are still basilisks, but now there are these large worms, like large scaled beasts without wings. They look like dragons without wings and a lot smaller, like say the size of a large bowl.
Kind of like a Chinese dragon.
More like
Or a
a
crocodile.
no, these are larger, more in the regards they stand like a mastiff would, with a chest muscular and out.
Oh, okay.
Some might know them as drakes.
Well, la-dee-da, Miss fucking reader. I don't know.
Miss, I've read the book several times.
You were able to recognize these as guard drakes, and you were eventually guided into what is now a maze of rooms. You guys were moving and almost walked on your usual path, and turned quickly to go back and follow Marok, who had already turned a corner, and he had disappeared from where you thought the corner he had gone from, and he showed up three stairs, says 3 ways down on another way this way. This place is getting very much so way if someone tried to get in without permission, they're either going to get lost, killed, or worse.
I mean,
That's
to
why
tell you the truth,
everyone
I really
is
do hate
fair
mazes, though.
This is currently why everyone is on the lower level, which is his least defended. Because, well, when you have as many enemies as someone, you tend to have somewhere which is your lair and in very, very good comfort.
Must be a bitch when he wants to get up for a midnight snack.
I know, right?
If he wants to get up for a midnight snack, the tower fucking accommodates him. You need to remember, this thing is
Oh, is it
moved
put like
by
a-
his... This is moved by his design. He opens the door, says that there's a kitchen, there's a kitchen. You are not him. That is not a. You as
I
you
know,
open
but you
the
all thought
door,
it was. You all thought it was.
as you
Imagine
open
that
the
though, if I'd
door,
have just
You open the door and it's a
Like a
brick
kitchen.
wall.
no, you open the door, and there's just this dark abyss, and you see as a tendril immediately comes out to you. Merrick slams the door. No! Don't open random doors.
You have to be 18 to
I
go
put
in
some
there.
spells in this book. I put some spells in here.
Of all the people who could have said that joke, how do you feel, Blue?
Very
Blue.
bad.
We're
Very
rubbing up
bad.
on you.
You got me here, you got Das here, you got Core here, you've even got Nerwin who could have taken up last place. But nope, Blue took that one.
That's me
Like a
done for the
champ.
evening.
Recorded.
Like a champ. Okay, so you guys move on again, and what feels like you traveled for, like say 2 or 3 minutes, you look back on the corridors, and it is just like this unending corridor. It's like watching the a hotel like walkway that seems to go on for a mile, and there's just constant ways in and out. It looks like it's more of a, it's definitely a magically inclined trap mechanism that those who know what to traverse through are able to get through.
Do you think
Which
he has an
thank-
Asda in here?
What?
It's big space.
This will now be known as the Minworth floor.
The Minworth floor. Excellent.
Wonder
I'm
the
going to need
Minister.
explanation on that later, but they're not going to focus on that.
In Forgotten Realms.
So eventually, you guys get to domed doors, dome door of 2 sides. The Merrick pushes them open, and inside there is this massive pool that is just illuminating light. Currently, it's almost, you have to look away, but not on that cusp yet. Even if you get within, like say, 10 feet of it, the room itself is about like 100 in diameter. And inside this pool takes up a good 70 radius around the entire room, like or 70 diameter in the room.
Is he in the
and-
middle?
He is in this pool, and you can tell
Tap
immediately.
Buckley on the back.
As you're looking at him, you can tell that what you two saw before, it's almost like his form is refilling. The pool is getting dimmer the more he is seemingly to focus on it, and that object you got for him very, very early on, the sphere, the golden sphere, is swirling above the pool, and there's just this. As you see the waters all just swirl and move as 2 dragon claws on top of each other and a head resting on them all, and looks over towards all of you.
Taking a
Status
bubble bath?
report.
Don't see any bubbles.
Status report.
We have, I imagine by now, everybody in the tower, unless there's any few stragglers still hiding somewhere. Merrick set up an extra dimensional storage place for them. Fully understand.
He raises an eyebrow over at Merok. Couldn't have used that in the fight, and he just waves his hand like, well, you are meant to protect the city, and you save one of your most powerful abilities to last. Gotta
That's
save
what
it in
I
case
said.
Need it.
Which
Let's
we
put it-
do.
Let's put it like this. I'm now tapped. I am now complete and utterly tapped. I have nothing left for the day. And Galgron is
So
just, even his breathing is just this. Just this deep, slow bellow in the room.
well, now that we've got somewhat of the military still left to defend anybody who's still around, I was going to take a small party down into the sewers because the one thing we were told before that fight was the reason that we were having a fight was because we left things unfinished. So let's go and take care of the Skaven once and for all. So at least we know that the ground's not going to fall from beneath us. Don't all jump to your feet at once and say, yes, let's rally around and go and sort them. And
as you say, going down into the sewers and righting a wrong that had been mentioned before, Galgrond raises an eye over to the left into a shadow, like the one corner that has a little bit of shadow in it, and you just see, essentially on a recliner, two boots just posing up into the light, lying down. And I take it he gave you a late warning.
I just kind of lean into Alistair. Is that the Raven dude? I'm not sure.
All three of us are
No.
very pissed.
Yeah, it's just like,
it's a pair of boots. I think Clark's.
ooh, oh, those are very nice, I hear.
If I could, I would cast light above him so I could see him, but I can't do that.
Words were
Neither can I.
certainly said.
We were warned, to a degree.
If you could consider it a warning.
Talking boots.
Surprise is a warning to a certain degree.
You just hear off in the corner, surprise.
Ah, where's Ian when you need him? He could have done a little confetti like.
I'm glad he's not here.
It would have been
just
great.
watch. You just watch as Galgarond is just there. Oh, he's doing that again. Be useful for once. Yes, I know I owe you fine. And she just watches it, he just swings his legs and just pulls himself up and stepping into the light. And over towards you and over towards Galgarond. Okay, so besides intent glares, what do you want from me?
Could come
It
with
was.
us.
No, I'm good.
Well, thanks.
No, I'm alright. I don't need any help. Who's willing to go down?
You watch as a very, very large claw just comes away from the head and the hand and just goes onto the shoulder of the raven figure. You're going. I don't care. You owe me.
Cool. So that's me, Dell. We've got the others of my crew. We've got Buckley, somewhat, Shimmer, and the Raven. And Grunt.
Oh.
Where's Grunt?
She's asleep again.
Crunch just slipped.
She's
I was about to say,
asleep again.
downstairs on her shield sleeping.
She's essentially asleep behind you all right now in the entrance to the doorway.
Well, I suppose that's one additional barricade. I'm taking this bloody
FYI,
suit
she's
off as
down to
well.
like 1/5 of her health.
Oh Christ.
Right.
Bid's
And
not
currently-
20
And currently has her strength reduced from her battle with Zulkaz and his draining effects. Your strength was actually reduced during that battle. I may have reset it since. You're still able to lift things like a motherfucker.
Did the potion I give her help though, that at all?
That helped with the disease from the rat ogre.
Okay.
Whatever she was affecting, however, was a natural effect.
Well, should we head down to the civvies then and take a short rest?
Yeah. I'm gonna take this bloody suit off, it's not helping at all.
Okay, you throw the suit off and your armor is revealed underneath it.
Lewd.
Galgaron
I'm wearing
raises-
armour under my clothes.
raises a
Elbows.
nail to you all. Wait. If you're going to rest, I'd recommend you rest here. The hearth room has more restorative properties than is physically possible outside that room.
Alright,
Let's
if you
do
insist.
that.
And
A
I kick
breather
your
would
boots
probably
off.
be good.
Don't go to the pool.
Alright.
Wasn't
I'll go,
gonna.
actually, I'll go and sit where Mr. Raveny dude was then.
You sit into that deep recliner and now there's just just two smelly socks produced out of the shadows in a non-ominous way at all.
I'm gonna go
Well-
stand in the other corner.
The dark
Well-
one, by any chance?
Leave me to brood!
While that's going on, and since this is a short rest, I'm just going to sit down by the pool, and from my hands, craft me
Ooh.
a chain mail armor piece.
Okay. From your hands, basically, you watch as he focuses for a moment, and you watch as bits of metal, bits of gold, bits of coin from his pockets all begin coming out and molding in the air. Ting, 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 ting. And as once the rest has finished, by the way, you will all have your spell slots back. You will all have your hit dice back. Any magical effects that were on you that would require a short rest to be removed, such as Grunt's reduction of strength, are removed. This is essentially the room where, do you want to have a long rest in 10 minutes?
Fantastic.
Cool. Then I jump out the window and I'm ready for action.
Jump out the window at
No, I
a
don't do
60-foot drop?
That didn't work last time.
120-foot drop?
Could really,
Does he
really
even
ring
have
your
windows?
feather falling.
He would have just jumped into the wall.
What he does to substitute for windows is he has a slightly lighter shade of grey. And it's just a wall, but it looks lighter.
Might have been a window at some point. As you guys do spend a moment resting, I would like all of you to roll a d20.
Ooh.
So, I have a question.
Oh, come on.
Delmara is hiding in a corner.
Delmara
Brooding.
is in one corner.
Dark
Alice
corner.
You say hiding. It's hard to hide in a room
Yeah.
where everybody knows you're there.
Dark
in
corner,
bright
right?
light. We'll say that
dark
she's
corner.
essentially in the left corner, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, actually, I just realized I do have the light cantrip.
Yeah.
You can light.
Hey. Yes.
Yes, Shimmer.
Silent spell.
In the corner. Just go.
Yes.
Well, that's light.
And Delmara, you now no longer, even at your subtle movements, you don't hear anything anymore.
I look vastly confused.
You don't hear anymore.
No, I think he meant that he silently casts a light.
No, sorry. No, he said silence. You
He
can't
said he
silence.
casts silence.
Oh,
Said silent spell.
yeah, he's doing a subtle spell.
Oh, sorry. You're
Oh,
doing
the
a
subtle.
subtle.
Oh, the subtle
That's
spell.
what I
Sorry.
think you guys
Sorry.
misread that one.
Sorry.
Yeah, I
No,
meant
I
subtle
was
spell.
I was looking at other
Not the
things
answer.
right now on the. I was looking at other things right then.
Yeah.
I
So,
think I've been using
you're
my
using
silent
the-
spell really wrongly. It just doesn't do any of the things that I thought
Okay.
it did.
Okay. So you just silently, without any provocation or anything indicating, you just raise out a hand and you watch as above Delmara's head, as she's sat there brooding, ting, there's a light. And her shadow, for a moment, Shimmer, you're looking at her, her shadow's a lot bigger, a lot bulkier, and it just fades back down to the size of hers.
Shimmer, what are you doing?
Nothing. What happened?
Stop! Turn the light on. Turn that off. Don't. Last thing I want is a light in my face.
It's not in your face. It's above you.
I don't care. Get it away from me.
Fine, I extinguish it. Can have a little fun.
Now
During
is
the
not the
short
time
rest-
for fun.
During the short rest, Aeon
always
Soul
time
does
for
come in, and Aeon Soul has towels, he has wraps, he has got a large case at his side he leaves down, and he begins just matting over his father's head. Now this is the equivalent of, putting a band-aid on an ogre, but he's doing what small bits he can out of just general, and you can tell he's not even hiding it. There's an extreme concern on his face right now. We'll take care of it. Right. Scylla is eventually going, there they are! And you see him barreling down the corridor towards you guys, and you hear "Arrgh!" as he just breaks his footing and stops himself, lets down the kid that he has inside, the golden-haired boy of Galgron, which had gone missing during the thing. Okay, so I found him.
Runt's
In-
sleeping at the door with Sentinel. Do they actually get past, or do I just grab them like a teddy bear? While
This
I'm
is the-
sleeping, just grab them.
This would be an attack action at disadvantage, so just roll a d20 and add your strength. Funnily enough, Scylla has a little bit higher AC than that. You just watch as a hand just gradually comes out, and you see Scylla's knees just go up to his waist, up to his chest, and then back down once he's out of hand reach. Alright, so there were hobgoblins in the city. The fuckers tried to make off with the little lad. And now they can't, because they're cunts, and now they're dead. And you can tell he didn't really take much damage in the actual battle against the Skavens. Here he is bruised and battered. Not extremely, but it's like, yeah, I've just been in a fight.
What happened? Where was he?
By the harbor, by the north side. Saw a bunch of shady looking hobgoblins all in shadow and shite trying to move him through. Needless to say, I fucking battered them.
Oh, it's a good thing you did.
I'm not fucking risking that. No one's gonna take the kid away. Although, next time, someone might want to try and find him. So it's not me having to find him, because it was just by fucking chance I found him.
Oh, Lord.
That and a scry spell. To go, that was it! And then I fucking went. Alistair, as you missed it, Scylla had returned with the golden-haired child that Galgron had essentially taken in as a ward. The child had gone missing during the battle, and has since been found. Apparently, hobgoblins, some shadow encased, essentially, hobgoblins tried to take him away, and are now dead. Scylla is a bit battered, but he's not looking worse. He's looked worse. Aeon Scylla's coming as well and is basically tending to his father at the forehead, that across the face, and trying to treat what he can. But you guys actually, anyone who's actually around watching him, you notice he's actually trying to perform healing spells on his father. None of them are working. None of the healing effects that take in. It's not like wounds close anywhere.
Maybe all the holiness that's gone into you, Buckley. What? Is that how it works?
I don't think that's how it works. I don't I'm not a holy person in any way, but I don't think that's how it works.
You watch as Galgron's essentially to a minute hand just like pushes it away with one hand. No, it doesn't work. Doesn't mean I'm not going to stop trying when you're like this.
I walk up, put a hand on him, and do Greater Restoration just to see if maybe.
On Galgron?
Yes.
Okay, make a wisdom saving throw.
Fuck.
Whoa!
I'm good at these. Fuck!
Apparently.
Oh yeah.
You take 30
Yep,
points of
see
psychic
evidence of
damage.
You rolled a 2!
You take 30 points of psychic damage as you attempt to cast a healing spell on Galgron, and some other entity, some other force you just feel immediately lashes out in your mind at you. And as it does, you see Galgron's hand wave up at you, and he casts a healing spell on you and restores you of 20 hit points.
Half expected to see Buckley just go, whee!
He still goes wee, but as he does, Galgron has a hand raised and heals him as he goes.
Well,
I
that
get
didn't
the feeling
work.
Bucky has felt that before.
I Long ago, I made a wish. The wish was to be able to heal the injured. However, my youth and my arrogance made it to the fact that I could heal myself. And the arrogance that comes with someone of my disposition with that kind of power is noticeable. And so a counter wish was thrown upon me as punishment. I can still cast healing spells. However, no healing spell can ever be cast on me.
Oh. Does that I assume
Wait,
that
wait,
applies
Fix It
to
would be doing
items
another
as well?
wish.
I cannot drink a potion. This room was designed to give me a place where I could be isolated
Hey,
and
Mom.
rest. Besides that, I had nothing else. But I must remain here until I am at full strength, and that takes a while.
Well. No time like the present. If we're all feeling better, we should probably go and clean up what refuse is left.
That was my idea.
I'm not
You
claiming.
said it better.
I'm not claiming that it wasn't.
To the sewers!
You watch
That's
as
the best entry point from where we are.
you watch that small chest that was next to Galgarond. It opens up, and you see that there's like a bundle in there. And he says, "Wait, for one of you, I acquired something that might be of use one day in the future for one of you. From my hoard that I hope will aid you in your trials ahead." And he reaches in and takes out a cloak. He just like pinches it between his things and lifts it up, and Ansel takes it off him. It is a dark blue, purplish cloak that has a green and golden trimmed inline, and it is green on the inside as well. And on the very far end on both sides, you see that there's these two weird pads that go like a teardrop with spines and a red inside to them. This cloak can, if used, make you a lot harder to hit.
That's always
It is
nice.
what is referred to as a cloak of displacement. I apologize that I cannot give you more. It is taxable to
Cutting out.
again, Cor?
You're kind of cutting out from me. I don't know
Yeah,
if
I
it's
get you.
just me.
I get you trying to be dramatic, but you have to speak slightly louder, otherwise your mic's not going to pick it up.
Apparently, I have a lot of latency. I don't seem to be hearing one. I'm going to restart Discord real quick. I'm going to restart.
You both seem to be cutting out from me.
I think it might be a Discord thing, guys. I'm going to hold my fingers and I'm going to count down from 3, 2, 1.
This seems fairly on track. Hello. That doesn't bode well. Looks like we're having connectivity issues.
Yep.
Oh, we all okay?
Oh, we
I
good?
don't know.
Okay.
There we
Oh,
go.
much
Everybody
better.
everybody
That's
sounds
much better.
better.
That's
Yeah,
much
just
better.
Oh.
I think I think
disconnected.
Discord had a little blip there.
Oh,
Okay, that's
Discord
much
had a
better.
blip. Okay.
Alright.
Yeah.
So,
So say
this-
that last bit again.
This is a cloak of displacement. I apologize, I cannot give you more, but it is exhaustive to remove things from my hoard. It takes a lot out of me.
I love it.
I bet you will.
I forgot to roll.
Do you want it?
No, he told us to
So-
roll and I forgot to.
Grunt and Alistair. I'm gonna take you both. I'm gonna take you one at a time into DM's whispers. So first, Nemo.
Ooh. I think we can increase the number of people if he wants to talk to both of you.
Yeah, I was going to suggest it, but we'll leave it for the time being.
All right. Well, while
Ooh.
that's going on, I'm going to let Katie outside real quick.
Right, so is this where we're going to spend the next 20 minutes debating over who gets the cloak?
Rock, paper, scissors.
I mean,
How can we do that? How can we do that
Hey.
online?
You can
I
see
mean, we
each
have no
other.
pimps,
Hmm.
but I mean, also, this is a great time to talk about Game Tea again.
God damn it.
If you guys want to do that.
Yeah,
get
Game
the
Tea
display,
have just got on their Valentine's Day stuff in stock. They've got scented candle for Valentine's Day and a lovely card, which is very cute.
If your girlfriend is burning a hole in your pocket with hotels, flowers, and chocolates, why not burn that hole even bigger with a new candle to make you not smell like a jackass?
Especially
be a
if you
really
pass wind
good candle for you.
constantly.
I should have been in marketing.
What's your AC again, hon? Because you've been
Oh,
like
your turn.
tweaked. You've been tweaked and stuff.
Bye!
Okay, bye.
Now,
Once I have
I
a
don't know, why,
nap, I'm
don't know why I'm asking. I
ready
can
to go
just look.
fireball
I
things.
can look at his sheet. His armor is 19 plus. That's not fair. I want that cloak. That's not fair.
It's a cloak of displacement. What do you expect?
No, that's his AC before he's had the cloak.
Oh.
The cloak doesn't add to AC. It gives people disadvantage hitting you.
I thought. Oh, whatever.
I think.
Actually, I didn't think. I didn't know. Anyway,
This is
Oh.
unfair.
so basically, Alistair is now our new tank.
Yeah, essentially, actually, yes. In that case, he probably should have it.
So wait, what's going on?
Me and Spook did rock, paper, scissors for the cloak, and he won. But I just looked at his character sheet, and he's got about 5 more AC than me. So
Yeah.
it would be nice to have something that makes me harder to hit. But there we go.
Basically, he's a rogue tank from D&D. Not D&D. Wow.
Right.
He just hits evasion and goes, "You can't hit me, la la la."
Right.
Essentially,
Hold on,
yeah.
give me a second.
Yes, I am playing the bitter rogue. Yes, I want the loot.
Hello.
Hello?
Hello.
Okay.
Hello.
Alright,
Hello.
currently out.
Okay, so now we have Hunter 2.0. We have Heel Fist. Did anybody else have a change?
Nope, I'm completely the same.
Alright.
Runs the same.
Yeah.
I'm waiting for them to come out with a new sorcerer thing. Because I really want improved elemental adept.
Ooh, he's had to make a history check. Ooh. It's the sound of Naren returning. Oh, don't do that. You'll get told off.
Won't be the first time, won't be the last.
Okay, now I'm back.
Yeah,
Welcome
because
back.
you weren't on Discord at the time, Core. You missed this sketch. It was a sketch I did.
Where did you post that at?
It's in Blood and Sand. In the
Oh my
Discord.
god, Dell's pregnant!
Hell,
Spoilers. Sorry.
that would be
Spoilers.
an impressive feat on their
Wait, is
side.
that Alistair trying to hug Dell?
That's
That's Grunt
trying
trying
to
to
hug
hug Dale.
Ah,
Hence the size difference.
fair enough.
Big Mama.
Are you suggesting Grunt got Dell pregnant?
What? No.
Moving on quickly.
I'm not saying anything. There's bathwater involved. It was not.
Moving on quickly.
Cool.
You guys are focusing, and as you two wake up from your short rests, the cloak of displacement is offered out, and Aeon still is the one holding it up. Looks about to see if someone will take it.
Well, because we could debate about it all night, we did rock, paper, scissors, which I lost, so Alistair has it. Which I still think is bullshit because you've got like +5 AC compared to me.
No, I don't.
Yes, you do.
What is your AC?
16. If I've got my daggers.
I ask Aeon if there's a bathroom where I can go change real quick, because I am just wearing a suit.
He looks at you and goes,
Oh yeah, you didn't have
There's-
armor under
there's
yours.
the door on the left. For a very dangerous choice there.
he looks over to Scylla. Scylla, you're able to walk through here with permissions. He goes, fine, I'll take the toddler to the bathroom. Come here.
Quick question.
Look, I didn't want to
Grunt-
just, go buck naked trying to get into this armor.
Is
Fucking
Grunt
A.
still in her dress clothes?
Stole my line, you bastard.
Well,
Does
what's
she
left
have
of
her
them?
regular clothes on her?
They are on underneath, yes.
No, underneath? Okay, she just takes off the dress clothes then.
She just anime style.
Shit.
Bruce Almighty style.
Whichever way he would like, it is that
Oh,
way.
hold on.
Oh my.
Okay, so anyone who I take it Alistair takes it then?
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll do
Alistair,
that.
do you have any more slots left for attunement? Because you can only have 3 attuned.
Oh!
I don't know actually, because I don't know what items I am attuned to.
That
Because
is
I don't know
useful.
what items. It's never come up before.
Yeah, this is
I don't
true,
have
actually.
that many magical items though.
You
As far as I'm
have
aware, I've only got one, which will be the bow. I've got the shield.
Why
but
do you
that's-
have a thing called the Gatebreaker? What is that?
That's the shield, I think.
The shield is. Wait, is that the gun?
Yeah. The
Okay.
Gatebreaker.
Odd name for a gun.
The
Right,
gun
gate-
is attuned.
Uh,
The
So you
gun
got
is attunable.
So you got the
Because
you got the gun
you're
and the
able
bow.
to take it, attune to it, and then you're able to reload from wherever that case is.
okay.
The shield doesn't require attunement, does it?
No, it is. I think it is just a kite shield +2.
So I think you've got one
One.
slot left.
I wish it was +2. So I've got one slot left.
So
Wait,
you
how many
can't
slots
take the
have
cloak.
you got, Del?
I've got 2 slots left. I only have 1 attunement.
You have the
You've
daggers.
got loads of
attuned to
magical
you.
items.
You have the. No, sorry, I don't have the daggers. You have the flaming
the
swords.
They're not attuned.
Oh yeah, because the magical effect can be occurred just by igniting them.
They weren't
And in
attuned.
anyone's
We
hands, they're just
tweaked them mechanically. Like literally somebody tweaked them with a spanner and a screwdriver.
Literally.
Which one is this? I think it's my ring that I've never used, which is attuned. Because all I've got is the
Very
cutlass-
quickly,
the cutlasses
I'm
and
going
the-
to bring you down into DM Whispers Blue.
me. Okay. Cool.
Tell you what, Del, I'll trade you for it.
What do you want?
What have you got?
I-
Because we know you've got a lot of things. that
I've
you
got
hide.
I've got daggers and more daggers and more daggers and
More daggers?
some more daggers.
I'll take some daggers.
Tell you what, Alistair, I'll give you this because in all honesty,
also,
I could
sorry,
probably.
Dalmar, there is one thing as well that if you were using, you are attuned to, and that is Whisper. That
Oh,
is
the
light
plus
crossbow.
a +1 crossbow requires
That's-
attunement.
Yeah, magical weapon.
No, you can always attune to it.
Not all magical things require attunement.
Yeah.
Not all, but some of it.
If a
it's
plus
got
if a +3
greater purpose.
shield doesn't require
Bear in mind,
attunement.
this isn't a plus. That's +2, Alistair, isn't it? It's just a +2.
What, the
I
shield?
thought.
One.
Yeah.
Plus one.
Oh, is it? Never mind.
Oh, that was based on the Masterwork version from before,
Yeah.
when I used to do Masterwork stuff. Because Masterworking will be a non-magical +1, but it'll be extremely expensive.
Mhm.
But that kind of doesn't work anymore in 5e. So I
But in
don't know what
5
they do with that one.
In 5e, a lot of magical equipment that just has pluses on it doesn't require attunement. Only certain magical items.
We'll discuss that bit later. But anyway,
Actually, I will say your weapon will blue because your weapon does have the poisoning effect on it as well. Because
Yeah,
it
I
can
think-
cause poisoning.
we'll double check it afterwards. It'll say in the DM's guide if it needs attunement. Anyway, you can have this, Alistair, because, you know, let's be honest, I'm a fairly stealthy individual without this, so you can have this potion of invisibility.
Alright.
Dalmara, mark down that you have the Cloak of Displacement. Alistair, mark down that you have the Potion of Invisibility.
Sick.
And to let you know what this does, while you wear this cloak, it projects an illusion that makes you appear as if you were standing next to your actual location.
Mhm.
So you're still in the same 5-foot slot, but say you're over there. If you were looking at the screen of the camera to me, like I'm here, my illusion's over here. Causing any creature that makes an attack roll against you to have disadvantage. If you take damage, the property ceases to function until the start of your next turn.
Okay.
The property is suppressed while you are incapacitated, restrained, or otherwise unable to move.
Okay, I'll
But
try.
you have to be restrained first for that to occur.
Okay, I'll try to remember that.
Because that stuff can be very important.
Yes.
Probably is better on you, to be honest.
Should
Okay,
continue her bullshitting ways.
I should be here now for good.
Oh boy. Cool. Well, I'm sorted then.
Not going back and forth.
And the sewers!
guys.
To the sewers.
I'm gonna let you guys know I don't have a sewer map ready.
That's
So-
fine. We don't care. It's fine.
So we're gonna take a quick break while I just literally throw something together.
Pen and paper. That's fine. Paint.
No, I actually do have the materials I need to make a sewer map.
That's cool.
I just need time to make it. So we'll take a quick break then, if that's okay with everyone.
Yeah. Well, I need to top up anyway. So we'll be back in 10 minutes.
I'm gonna see if I can get myself a couple of drinks because my sore throat.
Alright, but
Make sure. Honey and lemon.
don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be back.
And we're back.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, after a short interlude. At least we're shorter than Critical Roles. Shwing, please love me.
Jokes.
Please don't yell at me. Our party is currently doing their best to enter the sewers underneath Dusk Haven to try and ascertain to the location of the Skaven that had managed to escape their wrath. Just to say this now, our lovely player Grunt is out cold because unfortunately he's too tired to continue. From here, the party is doing their best to find their best entry into the sewers, which, after a little bit of talking with Merok, suggests actually using Crumblebottom's old office for the way down, because apparently there was a gaping white hole in the middle of his thing that was, well, the lead way down.
I'm not happy.
If only somebody knew about that. Oh wait, that's right.
I didn't know about it.
I'm not talking about you, young lady.
I always assume you are.
I think he was talking about Ian. I'm gonna turn into a gorilla now. I'm gonna regret things and change back. I'm gonna turn into a gorilla again.
Oh dear.
The whole reason we're dealing with Ratman now to begin with.
Yeah, actually. That's a bit annoying.
So it was in Crumble's office, wasn't it?
Mhm.
Yeah, the hole is in Crumble's office, and it was in the sewers that he saw the Ratman. Not in his
on the wall.
not in his office. What?
Is there a picture on the wall?
He didn't see the Ratman. He saw totems and said nope and walked away.
He saw a standing upright rat. He saw a rodent standing upright, looked larger than a small human. So you guys, I take it, are going into the town hall and into Crumblebottom's office.
I suppose we will.
That's the quickest way down. That's the way to go. Other than that, it's just jumping into a hole in the, like a sewer grate, and that's not exactly safe.
You guys entering in this way, you could tell that Ratman clearly came up this way and came back down. Many of the town halls, barred up rooms have been broken into. Filing cabinets, everything. Any sort of information has been scattered or taken.
There aren't any rats lurking around, are there?
Make some perception checks. Alistair, you're thinking. What are you thinking?
Is there
Ooh.
a picture on the wall?
In where?
In the office. In his office.
Wow, I rolled a 3.
In Crumblebottom's office, what kind of picture?
No, just anything, a bit of artwork.
There are pictures on the wall, some things that weren't, say, taken when he was, say, hastily evacuated the city. They're paintings that are wood, but are clearly like some sort of gold-lined paint that has been brushed over them. And it's like this carved spiral thing on the frames, and this picture is of the city crest in a prosperous fashion, which is the head of Galgamond.
Ah, I can't take that. I can't do that, Tom. Is there another one that's just of like some meadow somewhere, just like a field?
There's one of him being a pompous bastard.
Oh, cool! I take it. And I
In
turn it on its
King,
angle.
in King Henry VIII style, with ridiculous crotch and all, in totally medieval.
Yeah, I never noticed that until like a recent documentary, and I went, "Oh, how did I not see that?" That's
Quick question: Can we look
It's quite
under the
prominent, isn't it?
He's such
Ah.
a prick.
He must have driven a BMW, back in the day
Big Mexican woman.
on his stick.
Thank you. Shimmer, you lift up the portraits. Make a perception check, or actually make an investigation check. That's the look of Alistair, who's messed up his teeth.
Aww.
Lemon and shit.
Lemon and herb for your throat.
Okay, Shimmer, you're lifting up the paintings, you're looking under floorboards, everything. You find nothing. Except the gaping hole.
Ah, Well done, Shimmer. A way down. Knew we could rely on you.
Oh
Only-
dear.
We had some way to light it up.
While he's being sarcastic, I very annoyingly stab the painting just because I'm frustrated.
I
If I
Touch
wanted
my
to be a
weapon.
twat,
You guys hear
I could do
ding,
something.
ding, ding, ding. Delmar, make a perception check when we started.
Oops.
You heard you stabbed in, and there was a shunk, as if you hit wood and then you hit something hollow.
Okay. I take the dagger out and I lift the painting off the wall.
Okay. You can now see that there is a teeny tiny hole into darkness behind it. There wasn't, like, say, a brick line behind this wall, behind this picture. Investigating it in this way, you're able to see that there's actually a lining of a hole, like a square hole, behind the painting.
Alistair, there's something behind this. And I start trying to lever it open.
Wait, is it like wooden or
You
is it
need some help
fabric?
with that.
It's basically what wood that was covered over by fabric.
Don't burn it, Shimmer, you might burn what's inside.
Yeah, it's a fair point, I suppose.
But
I'm just gonna-
I'm not all fire and brimstone. I can lift things.
Delmara, make an intelligence check. Just straight intelligence check. This is Crumble Bottom. You might want to check this for traps.
This is true. I will check for traps.
Oh, look, she's actually playing a
What you're
rogue.
saying is I should burn it.
Make an investigation check. With advantage.
Nice.
Okay.
I rolled a 19.
Yeah, you did. So you investigate the thing. You investigate in, and you begin trying to lever it a little bit. And as you do, you feel a tension on the other side, like there's some sort of little bit of rope or something. You use that kind of mechanism where this thing opens, a mechanism is going to trigger.
Okay, let's not do that. Right. This is definitely trapped in some way. I could attempt to disarm it, but you may want to take a step back.
We could attempt to dismantle the wall.
Can try. I'd worry about damaging the thing inside. It's very likely that a device like this, if anything tries to remove it by force, it will detonate, for want of a better word.
Okay. I'll tell you what,
This
I'll
would be
go to the
a-
office next door.
Okay.
I'll go and wait in the office next door.
I'll give it a go, but I'm not hopeful. Just because I know
Make
what
a
I'm...
lockpicking check.
Yeah, just because I know what I'm dealing with. Right, I actually have thieves' tools set up because great. It uses my dex and my dex and my proficiency. That was a
Thieves'
bad
tool?
roll.
Okay,
That
so
was a bad roll.
you begin trying to say take a tweezers to reach in to cut the rope before, because if you cut it while it's not taut, you can if you're doing so, you don't actually activate the mechanism. The mechanism is by the pulling. Problem is, as you were doing it, you lever it a bit too much, and you hear.
Ah, fuck.
I need a dexterity saving throw.
Oh, I'm good at those!
You get a dick in the eye.
Okay, would you like to use
No,
evasion?
no. You can't be like, yeah, like you made the trap go off. Failed. This is the lesser of two.
You're not there, so shut up!
You watch as darts begin flying up.
Yes, I use evasion because it's like not a once per whatever.
You see it and immediately just turn the corner.
Evasion
Everyone
just
else has stepped-
happens.
Yeah. You see it and just immediately reactively like roll your shoulder against the wall next to it as darts fly out and begin pitting themselves to the other side of the wall.
Yep, saw that coming.
If you look at any of them, you notice the darts were glass that have shattered, and there's just poison now on the floor.
Ooh, glad I told them to leave.
About 18 darts.
Thank you for your input. This is true. If I can evade a shotgun, I can evade a dart.
If you can dodge a wrench, you can dodge a ball.
Man, that was fun.
You have it opened up. Looking inside, you can see that the space inside is a cavity that would be, say,
about, for lack of a better word, it'd be wider than a chest size, like the average person's chest size is a ratio of like torso. So a large, basically a very large book, for example, like an A5, an A3 or an A2, for example. Reaching in, there is a locked chest on the inside, and jewels, necklaces, gold pieces, and gold pouches. Crumblebottom had a little stash of his own, and a few lovely rubies.
Yeah, I
What a
did find
ruby.
something.
One of the rubies is about the size of your chest, and it's just wedged at the back.
Dang. Alistair, get in here!
Two. I walk inside.
I walk behind.
Actually, no. Gems and jewels are more Shimmer and Buckley's thing.
Yeah, but you got the bag of
What?
holding.
Ah, I do.
Here, I can grab it.
Mark down that you have a garnet worth 500 gold pieces.
Ooh.
I'd like to examine the chest.
Okay, make an investigation check.
How much does it weigh, roughly? I'm just
The-
making notes of weights.
God, rolls.
50 pounds.
Go.
Okay, the chest doesn't seem trapped to your trained eye.
Okay, is it? It's not trapped, but is it locked?
It is locked. As I said when you took it out, a locked chest.
Okay, well, I'll try and pick the lock.
Okay, lock picking tools.
Oh, come on!
This
guys
is
ever
literally the one thing that your rogue is meant to be good at, is the thieves tool part of it. You chose a thief, not an assassin.
I've got
So,
good
do I see
modifiers!
her
I'm rolling
effectively go-
ones!
Guys,
I'm rolling ones!
guys. You watch as she opens it, the lock comes off, she flings it, and just instinctively thinking the trap's already gone, opens it up.
Head crab.
A D&D equivalent to a glitter bomb. It just spluttered all over her face. And I need a constitution saving throw. As you feel these little bits of glitter just begin to sizzle into your skin.
Oh, great.
Well, she
Okay.
can use a charisma anyway.
I rolled an 8.
Well, okay, so as the glitter all begins to burn into your face, you are going to be taking 30
Ouch.
points of damage.
What?
As this is essentially the equivalent of small diamonds, but all in just these weird, weak little forms, melting into your skin as it just
Ow.
powdered your face.
Ow!
Looks like you could
I
use some
look
healing
over
right
the
now.
top of the chest.
I didn't
look over
hear
the top
that.
of the chest and look inside.
Okay, you look inside. There's a what looks like some form of studded leather armor that's just been folded over itself, 2 healing potions, and another potion that is very clear, very misty looking.
Get
Come on, the
take one of the
sizzling.
potions out.
It
Give it to
actually
death.
sizzling. The skin
Thank
actually
you!
begins, sizzling at this effect as you begin wiping it off of your face. It
Ouch.
takes a few minutes, and a prestidigitation wouldn't go amiss here as well from someone else to help.
Is this
as-
what kind of potion is it?
Oh, allow me.
Would you like to drink it?
Yeah, one of the ones that looks like a potion of healing.
Okay, you drink it. Roll 4d8 plus, or 44 plus 4. 44 plus 4.
You take that much damage.
Yeah, I was going to wait for it to roll it and then be like, ooh, so now you've taken 50 something down. You're not having a good day, are you?
Even when he's not here, this man plagues my existence. I'm done with D&D tonight, guys.
Hey, Dell. Looks like you could use some healing.
What is that?
Coughs and splutters on the potion as it apparently goes down the wrong hole and doesn't help when it goes into your lungs.
You'd have been
Okay.
better off just pouring it on your face.
You know what? I don't like this
What's
room.
funny
This
is-
room is full of bad
funny
juju.
is- funny is,
It's coming
he
from your
hits with
lockpick.
d10s as well. He hits with d10s as well, and he deals 2 maximum rolls, which is what he would do.
I'm gonna
It's
I'm gonna lift
this.
out the
It's
bloody
this room.
studded
This
leather
room
armor.
is freaking cursed.
I'm gonna lift out the leather armor. Now I'm assuming that it's not Delmara sized.
Of
I'm
course not.
assuming this is like,
Big.
woo! Look at the arm slots on that. You could fit your leg in there. You could fit
Ugh.
your Del in there actually.
Make an Arcana check.
I can make
Core?
one of those.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
was gonna say, Core, go ahead. Thank you.
Okay, you can tell that this is magical. Delmara, you can tell this is a well hidden. You can tell this is a well hidden attempt by someone to have gear ready for an emergency escape.
Mm.
It's got go found it and everything.
And yes, the studded leather is magical.
Do you want it?
No, I
Right.
don't. I don't. I do not want it.
Really?
No, why would I want it?
I
don't want
grabbed
his
another potion
armor.
that's not a healing one. And just kind of look at it.
Okay, you're not Roman.
I know.
It's a potion with a swirly mist on the inside.
Can I make an Arcana check?
I take out my potion of gaseous form. Does it look the same?
No.
Cool. I don't know.
This one goes clear, like perfectly clear, like there's nothing in it for a moment, except for the fact that you can tell that there's, like where the air is inside it actually moves. Besides that, you can't really
That
see
is-
anything in it.
That is
Alistair.
a potion of make you better at something.
Alistair, does it look like the potion I just gave you?
Invisibility one.
Mm?
It does.
Ooh. Sorted. I'll have two then.
Yes. But no, I don't
Mark up.
want his armor.
I could keep it for spares. You never know. Might come in handy.
Well,
Hey.
to be fair, you can probably make 2 armors out of it.
I could probably break it down.
Hell, you could probably turn it into fucking curtains, I'd imagine.
Guys, you know that magic armor shrinks.
I know. Making fun. I was going to turn the guild hall into IKEA, but that didn't go down a trick. Now that it's
I look at it and
demolished.
I'm like, you'd think that we wouldn't be the ones making fun of your old boss.
All I'm saying, Del, is that if there's a man to trust and the merchandise to keep for an emergency, probably one of the guys to trust.
It's
Yeah,
getting
well
getting
planned.
washed first.
That's fair enough.
Put it
Prestidigitation.
put it in the bag of holding.
Prestidigitation.
I'm not getting changed in the middle of this broken office.
But what you are doing
Okay.
is, as you
Go out
guys
in
get
the
ready
mood.
to jump down, the hole, you're gonna call it there.
Fair
Oh,
enough.
can we do it where we like go, "Ha!" and it freeze frames?
Everyone's doing an epic pose as grunts half asleep,
Oh
Just
god.
falling
just
in.
lob down.
Falling. Planking.
You can
all
tell
right,
that-
ones.
You can. God damn.
I can't believe I rolled 4 ones in the space of 5 minutes.
Beautiful.
Can I jump
Thank
down and
you.
do a grenade jump? With a fireball?
Okay, what happens is you do a cannonball. Alistair, you just do a frog. You kind of just like jump with grunt, and you have your like. If you had a hat on right now, you'd have it off, waving it like right in the atom ball style.
I just grab the
also, you
shield and just kind of use it as a
you-
surfboard.
Buckley, you fly up for a second, and get on the board, and just straight down. And Del, you're just going hop.
Doesn't Buckley have wall grab?
Oh,
Or do they take that
No.
out?
I've got it. Del falls in the darkest part of the hole.
I mean, yeah. And you never
Will you
see
say,
me
Cord?
again.
Don't monks have wall slide?
I'm not a monk.
You're not a monk?
That's what
No,
this,
I'm a cleric.
that's what this entire thing was about. His quote unquote respec was a class change. But more on that later. Here's hoping I roll better next week or whenever we have our next session.
I did not.
Yeah, it was not a good first session of the new year for you
No,
with Dell.
I have
I
good
think
I have
you're
good
wonderful.
modifiers. I'm just had bad rolls.
Regardless, folks, thank you all so much for coming and watching. Good night, farewell, I'll be to say adieu, and we shall see you next time for Blood and Sand.
May your God.
Goodbye.
Bye.
We'll let you know when it is.
Check Twitter. Bye.